Hello everyone, this is part 2 of a video that I've called some treasures that I've picked up from a local Tennessee dealer called Hidden Treasures Collectibles, a coin dealer. And we're going to start this video with a British penny. Now British pennies are not hard to find, even the ones with Queen Victoria on them with the here with the older portrait, but it's tougher to find them in this condition. So flip this one over. We have 1898 on this coin, KM 790, and in this condition, I'd say it has a book value of $2. So we are going to have a running tally of the value of the coins in this video. I paid $18 for the lot, and in the first video, we had a book value over $22 already. So let's keep going. This is going to be the tiniest coin from the video. It is 2.5 centavos from 1881 from Colombia. Estados Unidos de Colombia. I probably have that upside down. A lot of coins at that time had a word such as liberty written on a cap at the time. So this is KM 179. I believe this is going to be the oldest coin in my collection. This is a hefty copper coin that says Republique Française on this side. So it is a coin from France that is old enough that it does not have a date on it, but this side does say 5 or 5 centimes. And some of the features on this to give it away, here is a letter L-A-N, although the N's kind of damaged, and then a mint mark of A, which I believe is Paris. So that's going to give this an approximate date of 1796 to 1797. So almost as old as America. KM 640.1, a book value of $2. And also, for a coin this old, it has a kind of a sideways slash reading to it. Or actually here, it almost looks like a kind of an arrow look to it. So yeah, I didn't know that that kind of thing happened going back to the late 1700s. I have heard this country pronounced both Eritrea and Eritrea, and you're probably, if you're from there, you're probably mad at me for one of the pronunciations. I apologize for that, but all of their coins, at least all of the ones that I found, have this design on one side of the day they became their own country in 1991. We flip it over. This one is the 50-cent coin from 1997. This is going to be KM 47. This bimetallic coin is from Ecuador. It's the number 1000, although in their language, 1000 is mil. No, not a million sucres, but 1000 sucres. Central Bank of Ecuador has a date of 1927 to 1997. And Eugenio Espero, I think, is the name on here. So this coin books for $1.25. We're going to look at 3 coins from Peru. This one says the Central Bank Reserve of Peru from 2012. And this one has the design. They're no longer called the Sol de Oros, but at this time they're called the Nueva Sol. Has a large fancy 1 on it and has, I guess, a engraver's name of, I guess that's Paris, something like that. Has a fancy P and with letters on it. And I also really like the Lima mint mark, which is quite blown up for this. It puts all 4 characters of the word Lima in one character. Here has an L. The L is also an I because it has a dot on top of it. The L is also the left half of the letter M, and the right half of the letter M is also an A on here. So this is the 1 Nueva Sol. Peru has now for the 1 Sol coin, they have a different design, I believe, every year. So this is the design from 2017. So we've still got the one soul design, but we've got a Andino condor written on the side. The Lima mint mark is shown a little bit smaller, but the condor takes up most of this coin. Has kind of just a very basic outline of mountains in the background. Has the scientific name here on the side, so it looks like Vulture Sryphus, I guess. This side looks about the same as what we saw last time with the Central Bank Reserve of Peru 2017. And so this coin has a book value of $1. And then our next Peru coin is going to be Heroínas Toledo Bicentenario in 1821 to 2021. So this is quite a new coin. Although it has 2021 on this side, this coin was actually made in 2020. So if I didn't get the KM numbers of the last three, the first Peru coin was 366, the Condor was 405, and this one is KM 422. And this one, being so new, has kind of a better book value of $2 on this one. Another country that you don't see as often, with an alphabet that you don't see as often. The 50 is easy to recognize, but it's kind of hard to come up with the Thetri out of the symbols that they have written at the bottom here. This is from the Republic of Georgia. This is not the United States of Georgia, where Atlanta is, but this is actually one of the former Soviet countries. This coin from 2006 is KM89 with a book value of $1.50. While we're looking at former Soviet states, this one is Lietuva, that is Lithuania. This bimetallic coin is from 1999. A lot of the Lithuanian coins, modern coins, have this, knight on a horseback. Flip this one over. It is 2 Latai. This one's going to be KM 112. We are continuing the tour of European countries that we don't know as much about. This one is Republic of Shqiperis. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but we know this country as Albania. And so a lot of the Albanian coins, we again have a knight on horseback, although this one has not drawn a sword. Has a date of 2000 on it. And what's that name at the bottom? Looks like Genti Meritalier, I guess. This coin is going to be a 50 leek. KM 79. But I also found the 100 leek on this bimetallic coin, also from Albania, or as they would call it, the Shqiperis. Also from 2000. I was trying to read the name at the bottom, and I'm probably just better off not trying to pronounce that. So it's, I guess, a lady here with a spear and a shield. So this one is KM 80 with a book value of $1. This bimetallic coin I already had because this country has used them for kind of a while, but this was the Central Bank Republic of Dominican Republic. This coin is from 2017. And we flip this one over, and it is 10 pesos Dominicanos. So earlier they just had 10 pesos, but now they're called the pesos Dominicanos. From 2017, this coin was new to my collection. It books for $2. This is a larger coin in a larger denomination, but is not bimetallic. This one is also from Dominican Republic and has the name there at the bottom. Hero of the Resurrection, I guess. I don't know. 2015. You probably know what I'm trying to say. This one is the 25 pesos. This one I did already have. Has a book value of $1. We're moving to the Middle East as we have this coin from Kuwait. It's a 100 fils coin. And a lot of their coins have this boat design to them. It is going to have both the Arabic date and our date. So our date is 2003 on the left, and their date is 1424, I believe. This one is KM14. This coin is from Thailand. I believe this is, I don't know if this is an old portrait of Rama IX or if it's the newer portrait of Rama X, but this is a 1 baht coin. The 1 baht coin has stayed about the same size for 20 or 30 years. This one is a 2018 coin and is a commemorative, so this is a 1-year design of this. Took me a while to find it. At least Thailand coins now put a 1 that I can recognize on it. If the coin is about 20 or 30 years old or more, you're going to have to know that this symbol represents a 1 right here. So I don't have a KM number on this coin since it's so new. I really like the design of the most recent design from the Philippines coins. I think it started in 2018, and this coin is from 2018. This is the 1 peso coin. Has Republic of Philippines in the very top. Has a slash or a line over right of center, so it has the denomination on the right. It has a pretty large portrait to the left of that. I believe the name in small letters says Jose Rizal, because I've seen that name on older Philippines coins. Then you turn it around on the other side, and we've still got the 1 slash over to the side. Has the Bank of the Philippines, I believe, logo on the left, and I had it right the first time. So this must be the Walling Walling flower, which takes up most of the design. So I like how a lot of the older Filipino coins had the, I guess, the central bank design take up the entire side. And so now on their new coins, not only do they look stylish, but you have a portrait taking up most of one side and a natural feature taking up most of the other side. And I really like that design. This is my third coin of this design, or from this series. And this was my 4th coin of that series. This is 25 centimos, which is a quarter of a peso. This one doesn't have a portrait, and while that's not a coronavirus, I guess it is kind of a simpler design for a smaller value coin. But we flip it over, and we still have a flower on this side. Looks like that is called Katman. So the one I'm holding is KM299, and the last one is KM300. We are going to move to Pakistan. This is a coin that is heavier than it looks, although even though it's 2003, it is more well-worn than you would think it should be. So here we have 5 inside of a pentagram. That reminds me of who did that? Tunisia, I believe, a long time ago, but that's not what this is. It's Pakistan. 5 rupees from 2003, KM65. And even in this well-worn condition, has a book value of $1. In part 1, we had a couple of Zambia coins. We've got one more. This one is from 2012, and no longer do they have the face of the ruler on here. I guess it's just a couple of people. I guess their crest has a couple of citizens on it. Not quite sure what's going on in that design. I guess there's an eagle at the top, on top of some kind of textile or something like that. This is going to be the 1 kwacha and has a some kind of bird on it. It's from 2012, KM 209. Coins from Bangladesh have this 7-pointed flower over some waves. This one is a 2 taka coin. And this one, I believe, honors children learning by reading books. This 2 taka coin is from 2008 and is KM25, has a book value of $3. Here is a modern Ukraine coin. They had similar design that lasted for about 20 years for all of their Kopek coins, but more recently they have made a small 1 here hryvnia. This one is the 2 hryvnia. I had a lot of the ones, but this is my first 2, and this one is from 2018. I think it has the same person featured on the coin, and I forget who that is, and I cannot read Cyrillic, so I'm not sure. So the 2 hryvnia. As we look at different former Soviet countries, this one is one that's a little bit rarer. This one is from Kazakhstan. This is a 1 tenge coin from 2004 and is KM23. So this design is the design that you see on, I believe, all the Kazakhstan coins that I've seen. We flip it over, and this sign's a little bit more plain, as it just has the 1, and the letters down below are pronounced tenge. This one I thought was special. I've never seen anything like this coin before. So it's quite new. This one actually took me a while to hunt down. It's from 2019, so quite a new design. Plus, you just don't see coins of a value of 3 very often, but you do here. This is going to be 3 somani, the value of the coin. I also think it's interesting how the 3 has some security lines going through the bottom half of that 3. Flip it over, and still I can't find what country this is from, nor can I read the Cyrillic to tell you who this hero is. But after some searching, this coin is from Tajikistan and has a book value of $1.50. Here is a newer coin from Singapore. This one is from 2015. And if you haven't seen their new design coins yet, this is what it looks like on this side. The other side hadn't changed a whole lot. We've got a large number 5 cents and features some building that is almost a dome made out of panels. This one's going to be KM 345. This coin right here gave me some trouble to identify this one. It looked to me to be, well, anytime you see the this symbol on a coin, and I forget which side is up with it, so you've got the kind of a lot of circles, a couple of lines coming out of the side of it, that tells me it's something from Ottoman Empire or one of the countries that were made out of the Ottoman Empire, such as Turkey. And after trying to find it in my price guides, and where did I see the date on here? The date was right there, and that looks something like 1222 or something like that. So I first tried to figure out this coin by looking through my 1800s catalog and could not find it. And when I finally resorted to the CoinScope app, which is, if you've never heard of that, that's an app, a free app that will you can take a picture of a coin, and if it can recognize it, it'll tell you what it is. It told me this was a gold 1 Cedid coin. That's spelled C-E-D-I-D. Well, this is obviously not gold, although it's vaguely the color of gold. It's a very thin coin. It's kind of damaged coin. This is going to be some kind of souvenir replica of a Cedid coin. Made out of brass, and I did, after doing a little bit of search, I did find several of these replicas, but the real coin was KM 645. We're going to finish off with a couple of USA tokens. This one is Seattle Transit. This one is 1 fare and was made about 1940. And I like how a lot of these tokens have intricate details on them, as well as portions of it that were cut out. And if you go to the transportation token catalog, this has a catalog number of WA780N. And for these tokens, I'm not going to try and get a book value for these to add to my total. And then our final token is a State of Washington tax token from the Tax Commission. And if you are not familiar with American tax tokens, this goes back to a day where a fraction of a cent was worth something to somebody. Certainly wouldn't be today. And when you would purchase something and the tax didn't take up a full cent, you would get a receipt token, which you could then spend for something else. This one turns out to be a tax on purchase of 14 cents or less. The laws of 1941 is what it says on it. This one is a value of 3 mils. Well, one mil is 1/10 of 1 cent, and that I think we mentioned mils earlier in this video when we're talking about Kuwait coins. There's 1,000 mils in a dollar. And so this would be 1 mil would be 1,000th of a dollar, or 1/10 of a cent, since a cent is 100th of a dollar. This one is 3 mils. The other thing I found interesting about this one is I didn't know what material it's made out of. It felt like plastic, but it's more heavy duty than plastic. And also plastic wouldn't look like that on the edge. As it turns out, this is made out of gray fiber, and I really don't know what that means. But there are different versions of this coin, or this token, and this is the olive-colored version of the token. And you can find this on tokencatalog.com with a number of 99821. Hope you like part 2 of the foreign coin treasures video. I'm going to here at the end, I'm going to link to my foreign coin showcase playlist. And so I paid $18 of the lot. Well, the book value on this lot is $48.70. So out of 55 coins, that's what I counted on here. So 32 of them were new to my collection. Where my collection is, it's difficult to find new coins, especially in a foreign coin bin. So this bin was a little bit nicer. You paid 3 for a dollar instead of 4 or 5 for a dollar, but I think it was worth it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.